Namaste, dear learners. Today we will discuss a critical concept called willing suspension of disbelief. The theory, which was propagated by a famous poet called S.T. Coleridge. Samuel Taylor Coleridge was one of the most known poets of 19th century Romantic period. He was the writer of Kubla Khan, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, and Christabel. And his poems were full of supernatural elements, and he brings in those supernatural elements to make the poems more romantic and unbelievable. And to depend the use of supernatural elements in his poems, he propagates a theory which is popularly known as willing suspension of disbelief. The phrase was used in Samuel Taylor Coleridge's Biographia Literaria, which was published in the year 1817. The full title of the book is Biographical Sketches of My Literary Life and Opinions. In the 14th chapter of the book, S.T. Coleridge discusses about the willing suspension of disbelief. He was collaborating with William Wordsworth in writing a romantic book called Lyrical Ballads, for which he contributed more romantic and gothic poems like The Rime of Ancient Mariner. And he uses the phrase willing suspension of disbelief in this book, Biographia Literaria, which was published in 1817. It is an autobiographical sketch of his writing experiences. He brings in all his experiences of writing romantic poetry in the book. The phrase willing suspension of disbelief means the reader willingly suspending our disbelief in supernatural elements. We know that there are no supernatural elements on earth, yet we tend to believe those supernatural elements to enjoy that artistic moment and to engage ourselves with the poem or the novel or the drama. We disbelieve that there are no supernatural elements on earth. Rather, we believe that such supernatural elements are there willingly. ನಾವು ಉದ್ದೇಶಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಸೂಪರ್ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವ ಹೊಂದಿರುತ್ತವೆ ಎಂದು ನಂಬುವುದೇ willing suspension of disbelief. Ignoring unreality of fiction to achieve catharsis. We intentionally ignore the unreality of fiction. For what? To achieve catharsis. Catharsis, Catharsis. Catharsis is a term used by Aristotle, by which he means the aim of an artistic creation is to be catharsis. Catharsis means purgation, Purgation. Purgation is nothing but purification of our feelings, purification of our emotions. S.T. Coleridge called willing suspension of disbelief as poetic faith also. Use of the phrase in 20th century. In 20th century, willing suspension of disbelief is used in different kinds. Burden is on the reader rather than the writer to believe in the existence of supernatural elements and to enjoy that show. Reader centric critical theories put more importance on reader than the writer. That's where the burden of the reader is increased than the burden of the writer. The writer simply goes on writing, but it is the responsibility of the reader to bring about the meaning or to suspend those supernatural elements and believe in their existence to enjoy that artistic creation. Suspension of disbelief is often an essential element for a magic act or a circus sideshow act. Most of our magic acts or a circus act is based on willing suspension of disbelief. Audience willingly disbelieve that the woman who is on the stage is cannot be cut into two pieces. We believe that the woman is really cut into two pieces to enjoy that act. That's what S.T. Coleridge calls willing suspension of disbelief. There are some examples in literature of willing suspension of disbelief. William Shakespeare's dramas are the best examples of this phrase. For example, in the drama Hamlet, the ghost of Hamlet's father appears to him and it talks to Hamlet. That is supernatural, because we the audience, we the rational audience know that there are no ghosts, yet we are made to believe that the ghost of Hamlet's father comes to him and talks to him. That's where the audience willingly disbelieve the supernatural element to enjoy the drama Hamlet. And again in Macbeth, there are the appearances of apparitions which are also supernatural. But we believe such apparitions appear to Lady Macbeth, and we are made to believe in the supernatural elements by her act on the stage. The next poem is The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, written by S.T. Coleridge. It is story of an ancient mariner who traveled far and wide, and he is telling his own experiences of his traveling, and he talks about some of the supernatural elements of life and death, and we believe those tales told by the mariner, yet we know that such things cannot happen. He gives supernatural element to the albatross which he killed, and he also makes the entire sea to be supernatural in the poem. And another poem, Kubla Khan. Here in this poem, the speaker is talking about a particular dome which is highly supernatural and which cannot exist on earth, and he is talking about a landscape which is full of greenery, and in which the water is gushing and the boulders are rolling. All these supernatural elements are brought in the poem, and when we, the readers, read the poem, we believe in all those supernatural elements to enjoy that artistic piece. That's what S.T. Coleridge says. The reader must be willing to disbelieve in his disbelief of supernatural elements. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel Basavaraj Bilgi. Thank you.